The XP Pen Artist 16 is part of the first wave of a slightly new model of pen display out of the Wacom Alternative camp, taking a 15.6 IPS display normally found in something like a gaming laptop and marrying it with the usual pen display tech to create a new class of product that sits between the Cintiq 13 HD and the Cintiq 22 in footprint, while still being far less expensive than either one. Uji, XP Pen, and Huion have all taken stabs at this kind of device, but it's XP Pen that was kind enough to send me a review unit of their model, which sits neatly in the middle price and feature-wise of the three devices currently on the market. The design of the Artist 16 is surprisingly compact, with dimensions that are not much larger than a 13-inch pen display, despite the larger screen size. The matte textured plastics are a bit lighter weight than I was expecting when I picked it up, though it doesn't flex in your grip. The design overall is very well thought out, my favorite understated design choice being the choice to have the connectors for all the cables on the left side of the device. So not only do they not interfere with the stand, but they give your drawing arm a bit more room to breathe for being on the off side. Also on the left side are the 8 hotkeys. There's nothing fancy like a scroll wheel or jog dial like the Article D13, but the thin bezels wouldn't really allow for one anyway. The keys themselves give a confident click when to press and can be reassigned to whatever you'd like in the driver. On the back we get a slightly shrunken version of the standard Cintiq Alternative stand, which is attached via a VESA mounting point. So the Artist 16 can be put on a monitor arm if you'd like, another advantage of the slightly larger display provides. Usually 13-inch products don't have mounting points built in. Other than the size though, mostly everything else here is typical XP Pen. The style I included are the typical basic pens that XP Pen always ships. A battery-powered affair allowing for 2048 levels of pressure recognition and little else. But that's all you really need to get the job done. Still, I'd like to see more innovation in this area to match the progress being made with the devices themselves. 2 years reviewing Wacom Alternatives, and not a lot of ground has been gained here. The story is similar with the driver, providing basics like a pressure curve editor, a toggle for right or left-handed mode, basic calibration options, hotkey mapping, and not much more, bringing the essentials without any fancy bells or whistles. So, that's the design, but how does the Artist 16 perform? It doesn't sound like a lot, but an extra 2 inches of screen space makes a noticeable difference in comfort when working, coming from something like a 13-inch display, at least for someone who draws kind of small like myself. I think going forward, these 15.6-inch tablets might become the new sweet spot, providing a really comfortable workspace, but still being compact enough that the pixel density at 1080p doesn't get too low to be distracting. Pen performance is typical XP Pen, which is to say, very good, with a generous pressure curve that allows for delicate strokes on the low end and flexibility throughout the entire curve. I tested the screen with a ruler and found very little wobble at normal drawing speeds and only minor distortion when going slowly. There is a bit of parallax between the screen and underlying panel, but nothing that proves distracting. Certainly better than the Artist 22E that I looked at last time. Overall, I love the Artist 16 and can recommend it without hesitation. 15 inches is my new favorite screen size to draw on, and the thoughtful design flourishes and excellent performance have made it my new daily driver. While I still wish the pen tech in these alternatives would start catching up to the times, considering all you're getting for $489, this is a fantastic value. If you thought this video sucked, you probably already said your piece, but if you liked it, hit that subscribe button and join the rebellion. Every week I make videos looking at affordable hardware and software for indie creatives, and vlogs covering the highs and lows of my personal creative journey. So, until next time, I'm Tom Oliver, this is Rebel Pixels reminding you guys we might be indie, that doesn't mean that we're alone.